So today is the 13th day of this new year of theirs. So today is a Friday the 13th on our Namibian food forest homestead. Some beautiful flowers. Yesterday I had to help somebody else out, but I can show you this. Not the bush TV day, but yet in the bush. I thought it would be dry by now. I don't know if I should chance it to drive through here. I've had enough fun and games for today. But this road is a river. It would be so nice if there can be some swales. And I'm sure some food can be established here. This is a bit far away from our food forest. I have to help somebody else out for today. But soon this will be dry, so I thought let's capture the moment for us all. Just a natural pan with rainwater. There's some water plants. And it's Lekker deep. I trust it will be a lot deeper there in the middle. Wat soek? Wat soek? Wat soek? Huh? Wat soek? Say. I'd like to get going with the trees for you all, but collecting them isn't so easy. Here is a mandarin. It's been booming. Mekon, I hoped to find time to go buy a look-what for you, but today was just too busy. So here is biggest look-what to look at for a moment. These black termites, they harvest the grasses. I don't think they would ever get into walls or so. I don't see them doing that. They also don't seem to build termite mounds. They just collect grasses, green grasses and dry grasses. We have so many different types of termites, so I'll try and clock them when I come across them. Talking about clocking, Boo forgot to clock this detail, so let me catch it before it dries out. It's here on top of the doghouse. These poles were underneath a tree. A little biome of its own. So, avocados. I know a few supporters said avocados are their fruit. So this is the biggest avocado we have growing here next to a moringa that struggles to perform, and underneath a big tamboti. It's on the south side. Unfortunately, we'll have to make a plan with the frost, but this is an elevated area, so it is quite hot compared to back there and here where I'm standing. You can actually feel the difference when walking at block 3. You can feel the height makes quite a difference from the old termite mounds. Anyway, so this avocado, it was also just growing through the pot and we left it. A little bit of a compost heap. So on the Food Forest Friday, I like to spoil the bunnies. Here's some chia, I think it's alright for them if I remember correctly, and some sorghums. They've been digging like crazy down here. Suspect some babies soon. some bunnies have been having a lot of fleas, so I'm bringing them a bit of ash. There was a bit of talk in the comments about fertility pits, so here's a fertility pit. The ground is still nice and wet. Who said I must document everything in the bush TVs? So let's just say the Naus rabbits didn't make it. But your bunnies are fine. They don't seem to want to eat this really. They don't eat it definitely as they would eat the jackalberry or lucina or whatever. Yeah, look, munching on a jackalberry. They like that one. I gotta make time to catch up with your videos and see if you started making a plan with your bunnies. Clock is ticking, I'm bringing them soon for you. So, what's next? Been thinking about a big priority in the back of my mind for a while. Finally got an idea. So, time to flip the script here and attend to another priority. I see the propagation station needs some attention here. But so, yeah, I'm gonna try and build a frost wall here. Like a clay wall curving there against this fence here of the duck area. Curve here up to there. It's the hope that it will protect from the south winter winds. We can make a plan to throw some netting over top when the leaves are all fallen off or something, or even just put some poles and a net here on this level. I plan to build it about this height of this clothesline. So yeah, I'm not gonna run with frost nets every time there's some news on the radio or whatever. So I want to build a frost wall here that I can sit back and not have to worry about moving all these or whatever. For now, I think I'm just gonna start using some of this clay. Don't have time to wait for transporting more clay to site. So this is a tiny little gooseberry from Ireland. Or well, maybe it's because it's in the pot, it's tiny. But they taste like hazelnut almost. Wow, amazing. Here's some proof in action. There's the termites. This camera. And there's the tree. It's a, what you call this? It's an avocado. Talking about avocados today, it seems. Yeah, look at them. Nice compost ground. Bye. This avo I've shown before, also grown through its pot. Didn't shield it for the winter and it made it through. It's a termite day for sure. Here in the bathroom we have some type definitely in the wall. Just a small little foundation really. That's the result of the pickup sticks game. While attending to some personal duties, I came across Mutkoso and he said he can help me out quickly for 2 hours or so, making the job a lot easier. Just trying to get the foundation going, get the level established. So Mukoso's help wouldn't have been possible without your coffees. Thank you very, very much. He said tomorrow they can come help me. So maybe we can build 2 layers here tomorrow. The grocery row area is towards there. We had a baobab here, but it died. Thought it would have been a lovely spot where it can get a big, big, big tree one day. Anyways, I just glanced at this the other day, so I want to show you. If you've been keeping track with all the bush TVs, you'd see this little oven has been through a lot of rain, and it withstood all of that rain. Quite amazing and awesome. It's so ridiculous. I don't know if I should laugh or cry. But herbs is called kruid in my language. And then they go and they teach us all the good herbs are onkruid, like unherbs, not herbs. So this is also unherbs, but I wonder it's probably some herb. But there's some flowers on the Food Forest Friday. Yay! Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for being lekker. Going to get a bit of Wi-Fi quickly. I'm really trying to find something cool to show you, but I keep missing it, walking right past it. So let's see if I can find it. Having a real tough time finding that one specific tree I'm looking for, but look at how cool these tambotis are. One of the few really big ones left. That's just half of it, or it was chopped off and then it grew back here, something, not sure. Guess that tree is gonna have to stay elusive. We'll clock it on another day. Here CNN is blatantly throwing out a 33 there with a 38 coincidentally below, and RIP Def and a few other like Red Drum are also a 38 and 83. Look at that movie by Sandra Bullock, Red Drum by the Numbers, was in 1983. We have some blatant 8 and 3s there in the poster for you also, if you go Google that poster. And yes, I can only wonder what's the news for today going to be, since it's like a 11:44 on Friday the 13th. So we're going to check and document it today. The first nonsense I've come across, just on the local language newspaper thingy, we got April Fool's gekke dag is now 435 day. As you can see, Billy is just normalizing some really nasty stuff. On the W3W front. Oh yes, I gotta mention this. So since I've had my W3W campaign here of my own, I see Yeezy Kanyeke. He also released their W3W song for you all. It's completely changed now. Some things are purported as, currently going on when it's old history. We got universal basic income there in Germany making the news, and coincidentally here in our country also, you know, just grinding into that thing that you know, they want you in. I see yesterday's news for South Africa, not so good. If you know police code 10.4 means over and out, dark days coming now. Bye. The article is having a lot of the same numbers they always use. If you start learning it, it's not so difficult. You'll see the same ones. It's not about some mental disorder or whatever they have you to believe nonsense. Oh my word. Yes, like a Squid Games. The article ends with a very definitive 56. I can't say these things and explain it. It will get removed. But so the J suits, they got the 56. The big CV Wileys, that was a 56. It was reported that it got killed at 56 degrees Celsius. Some police cruisers were even fitted with heaters that heated up to 56 degrees Celsius to combat the CV big V. So this one has been shooting for the moon. Some green muscle there on your green muscle. Not that green muscle refers to that green muscle. Keep growing some green muscle. Planting for the future. Other 10.4 news was this joke show. It's really horrible and stupid what went on there. But it's just painted under different colors here, under correcting past mistakes and racism. It's all nonsense, as you can see, even in America, same day. Also news there on taking some LAND. It's part of Agenda 21. They want to get you off the land and in the cities. Back to the 3.3. Something I'm sure is fishy there. I wonder what that seamless guy was doing or not doing. Yeah, really bad. I watched some footage. It looks really weird how that chopper just... So on the 11.4.44 we got this about mob justice and almost killing a guy. And then earlier in the week or whenever, there was this really bad thing happening in Isakos, where some guys went with machetes and killed 6 people. So of course for the 44 they rerun a story about the incident, and it's so ridiculous how they try and divert and distract from the real issue, the brutality and how horrible this is. No, let's focus on the neglect of the little boys. No, that is not the focus here, of course, obviously. You can see Lekker. Oh, and of course the Order Fraternal with their logos and their badges and their black and white tiles. It's easy to spot them. So yeah, a police officer, he was involved in it also. Lekker. It's time now. I see here Europe wants its citizens to will they listen? Yeah. It's a war on Bahar, so we gotta fix and fight back with all we got, because it's one on all fronts. Education, language, everything. Like, you understand what the word everything means. So really, what can you think more of? How can we fight this back? One good way is plant for the future, because that way you yourself at least can have something to sell where you are there in a township or wherever. You have something to sell in 5 to 7 years, and you are less dependent on a boss, a salary, the government giving you maize meal, etc. Let's start thinking about independence and not dependence. Happy Dependence Day. Again, not like the plants really need it right now, just that running 6 days ahead of schedule thing. So block 7 and 3 is getting some water today on the 101st day of the old year. Just a random fertility pit, not even that. Anton used some sand to fill the rings, the wall or whatever. Never watered them since the last rain and they're doing very well. The day begins with adamant hungry ducks, and it also ends with adamant hungry ducks. Well, zoo animals, they must just go eat. Really, so they must go eat there in the food forest. There's a lot of termites. So just because we can and you can't, we're doing this here for you. We'll end it on a bit of bush TV. Let those fires burn. Burn, burn, burn. How lovely is flames to watch. A different kind of peace.